Hey, hello there, my friends. I'm getting good, feedback from the past two videos I've made, and it's just motivating me to even go stronger, and to even put more out there. If I keep getting positive feedback, I might start, sending out two a day. But today, right now, I'm really focused on just sending out one a day, and just motivating people even more. But today, the topic I'm, going to discuss is friends and family, and I feel I should really start this off by defining what family is, and family to me is a nation, and in most textbooks you will find a nation is a group of people coming together on a common interest, and in a family, I refer to family as nation sometimes, so you might hear that a little bit out the video, but a family is a family should be a nation, and the interest, the common interest should be the well-being and success of the family. One common thing that most families face is fighting and just misunderstanding and just bad bad vibes coming and receiving from each other, and really from doing studies and from just personal experience, I found that you know, one thing that could really help with family members, with dealing with them is understanding, and understanding them and why they're upset when they, or just why they're mad when they come to you in these negative ways. And really, that's just them dealing with their day-to-day jobs and day-to-day lives, and really not having nobody else to release that negative energy out on. And I'm a strong believer in letting people yell and vent to me, and just let them express all of that negative stuff, because I would hate for them to let that, to mistakenly let that go, and just go off on somebody else outside of this family. Personally, in my family, a family or a nation, it doesn't have to be blood related, and there's just some of the sad truth of some blood relative, they just really not family oriented, and they don't move as somebody a part of a nation. So most people find family through outsiders, through people that's not blood related, friends, and it's nothing wrong with that. It's just friends are really tricky, but I'll get into that a little bit later. But really, what I want to talk about now is why families fight and argue, and ways to prevent this, or to reduce the amount of argument and negativity that runs through a family. But why a family fight? That's really just because the members of the nation dealing with their day-to-day lives and day-to-day jobs, and outside the family activities, and dealing with the negative things they get from people, and the hurt feelings that they get from others, and not having nobody to really express these feelings to, or these hurt emotions to, to really vent and let all that anger out. And once we start to understand that, why somebody in our family will come and say negative things or do negative things to us, then then that's when we really should focus on how to prevent this, or how to make it more positive. And really, that's answering the question of how to make a family stronger, or how to make a family more united. That I've experienced myself, and that I've learned through dealing with family is when somebody in my family or my nation, they get mad, I just listen. I let them come to me and yell at me and say all these negative things to me, because I know at the end of the day what it is and where it's coming from, and that they really don't mean it. Because if they did, I don't think they can live in the same household, or be around me the way they do, and feel comfortable, or really be willing to do it. So that's one way to make a family stronger, is you being a strong member of the family or the nation, and taking that negativity from these people, or from people in your family, and just letting it explode all out on you. Another way to prevent, negativity coming through the family or bad vibes is to really have a sit down every, now and then, probably once a week or twice a month or something like that. And everybody just sitting down, just telling each other how the negative and positive things that they went throughout that week or throughout that month or throughout, them 2 weeks, and everybody just sitting around listening and trying to understand, and really just letting this person vent to them, or letting each other vent to each other. And that not only helps help the members of the family release this negativity, but that also brings a more clear understanding of the chain link that's coming, that chain link that should be moving, within this family. It gives people a better understanding of how to deal with each other, and when it's good times to do things with each other. And that's another way. One other way that I found works really good with families is to do, well, it's kind of on the same borderline, but just do family things together. Like, if your family's big enough, if your nation is big enough to have a big kickball game or something, or to just go to movies together, or just play board games, or just sit around and just talk it even more. And that just really just doing things as a group or as a nation that puts smiles on everybody's faces at the same time, because that'll help remind each other of why they're going through these bad hardships outside of the family, and it just motivates each other even more to do good and to do right by the family. Now let's talk about friends. And friends is a really tricky subject for most people to really comprehend, and that's just, I really think that's just because we unconsciously choose our friends. What I mean by that is, the friends that we choose, that most people choose, are friends that they can do negative things with, like going partying and doing, illegal activities with, and just things that's not so positive or healthy for them. And one way to really pick better friends, should I say, is to pick friends that's going down the same path, or just trying to go down the same path as you. Like, I try to find most of my friends that play baseball, because I really, I'm really into baseball, and I'm trying to take baseball to the highest levels possible. But yeah, just find friends that's on the same path as you, that's doing the same things, and friends that's living their life pure. I'm not saying just to be mean to people that do these negative things. No, just really analyze them, and analyze the people you call friends, and see how they're impacting your life, and see if they're really helping you or not. And once you sit down and ask yourself a couple of questions, like, would this friend do anything for me? If I did something and got locked up, would this be one of the people that comes, together with other people to try to bail me out, or really help me in this situation? And another question that you really should ask is, how valuable is our relationship? How can we both benefit each other, if we both benefit each other, and getting to where we really want to go. And once you answer that question, I promise you, it'll be way easier to decipher through friends. And the last question that you really should, consider is, oh man, is, does this person truly care about me? And just think about it. And once you think about it for a second, you will start to see the things that this person has done for you, and what this person is willing to do for you. And it's okay to test these boundaries. Text your friend out of nowhere, like, I'm in this situation, could you help me? And just test those boundaries, and see where this person's heart is, in dealing with you. And yeah, that's really what I have to say about friends. Is they're amazing to have, especially when your family or your nation is going through something, and you really can't find peace within your family or nation. You should have, you know, an outsider or a friend there to talk to you, but don't mistake a friend for associate. You know, associate is somebody that's just in your life temporarily that could benefit you in a positive or negative way, but really, you know, decipher through your friends and sit down and analyze the people you call friends. It's your boy Mex signing off. Before I go, I was told that I should do daily challenges, and I kind of forgot about it before I signed off. But a challenge that I have for you is to, the next time you see one of your family members getting ready to go off on you, calm yourself down first and just let them vent and let all of that out. Don't say a word. Just let them let all of that out and just sit there and nod and, you know, try to understand it, and then come back like an hour or two later and just tell them I love you, or, you know, I'm here for you. Just keep coming back to me with this negative stuff and I'm gonna take it from you or for you, and understand, you know, or not understand, but see or try to notice the way your relationship changed with this family member. And please let me know if this works, because I've been trying it myself, and our nation is stronger than it's ever been. So once again, it's your boy Mex signing off.